Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIV. It has been like almost a week since the last stream. Yeah. For those who didn't see my tweet, Friday, I basically had to suddenly go home to my parents and be there from Friday evening until like Saturday morning-ish, because I had to basically go there and watch my parents' dog, because they had to go to a party and they didn't have anyone that they could get to basically watch their dog. So they had to leave for like, they left at like 2 in the afternoon and came back at like 2 in the morning. So yeah, they needed someone who could basically like take care of the dog. Their neighbor weren't really home, and some other neighbors that live a little bit further away. It's kind of a weird thing, but let's just call them like their other neighbors. Were not home because they were like in, I think, Spain or something like that, so they couldn't help either, and they didn't really have anyone else that could help, so I had to be called in and basically help. So yeah, that's why I didn't do any streams Friday and Saturday, unfortunately, which would have liked to do that, but oh well. Alright, so plan for today. We are going to do the usual weekly things they do, which means the custom deliveries. I've prepared all the items for that, and also the Domain Enclave stuff. Also repaired the, I've already repaired the amount that I just need to donate. It's just boom, there we go. Once we're done with that stuff, we're gonna head to the gold, or wait, I was about to say gold souls, but that's not quite true. I'm gonna head to Ulta to get started on the current Make It Rain campaign event quest, so I can get the rewards from that. Also, hey there, Junjun. Eureka. Are you saying that because you're in Eureka or what? No, you're in the gold saucer. Are you saying Eureka then? Yeah, we're basically gonna mess around with the current event.
Your contributions have, as always, had a profound effect on the Enclave.
You need me to carry you in Hydatos. You do realize that my level in terms of Eureka is like my elemental level is 35. I haven't messed around with any of that. I don't even have access to Hydatos yet. You do realize that, right? I haven't even started anything in Pyros yet.
Minajiki informs me that Risaijuku now has everything it needs. All of the necessary books and writing materials have been procured, and the school itself is the perfect environment for learning. Shall we go to see it for ourselves?
While it was not my intention to eavesdrop, I could not help overhearing that you might be visiting the school. I did have a message for you, but it seems it no longer needs to be delivered.
Oh my. Your clothes.
Come now, what is so strange about seeing a Doman man dressed in the traditional manner? Truth be told, most of us former refugees were glad for the chance to put on something more comfortable. All except the children, that is. They have grown so accustomed to their Eorzean clothing that they are reluctant to wear anything else. Far be it from me to deny them when they are so adamant. Oh yes, that reminds me. The little ones wanted me to bring you to the school. Apparently, they have something to show you.
I wonder what it could be? Thank you for letting us know, Hosen. Well then, Shauna, shall we adjourn?
But yeah, the plan is basically, once we're done with Domain Enclave and custom deliveries, we'll go to Ulta, start the quest for the whole event, and finish that one up. And then we'll just continue with the MSQ, because, yeah, not much else really to do. Oh yeah, also, I think I've already mentioned it before, but my plan is that once I hit 90 with Ninja, I'm not going to be playing Ninja anymore for the streams, or at least for the MSQ, because that's basically just completely wasted XP. So I have basically leveled up Summoner to 74 so that it was able to basically get started possibly immediately as soon as Ninja hits 90. If for some reason Ninja doesn't level up before we hit the 75 level quests, I'll just have to like level Summoner up so it can open those. But yeah, basically have that stuff more or less taken care of now. So, talk to you.
Hosen mentioned that the students have something they would like us to see. May I ask what it is? Perhaps I should let the children explain.
Look. Up on the wall.
Okay. A member of Eorzea and Doma, I guess.
Miss Flamin gave it to us when we left Revenant's Toll. It's so we don't forget Eorzea, and all the adventures we had there.
We asked some of the grown UPS to frame it and hang it on the wall. You like it too, don't you, miss? Yes, anything that tells us about the world beyond our borders is welcome here. And it brings me great relief to know that there are those in Eorzea who would go out of their way to aid Domans like us. But surely such a large and meticulously crafted map is worth a substantial amount of gil? There must be some way we can repay your friend.
Well, she said she didn't need it anymore. We still thanked her, though. Have you never seen a map like this before, miss? Lot of people have them in Revenant's Toll. Big ones, small ones, all sorts.
I must admit that this is the first time I have seen one of this sort. Until recently, we had few chances to lay our eyes on anything Eorzean. We can show you all kinds of treasures. There's one for making small things look bigger, and another for reading the stars. And I've got a chocobo. Well, a stuffed toy, anyway. They're big birds you can ride like horses.
Hey, miss, do you see the big desert on the map? That's where Ul'dah is, and Revenant's Toll is next to it. Maybe, one day, we could travel to lots of new places, like Shana. We can explore the lands under those white clouds.
It sounds like I could stand to learn a few things from you, my dears. You and the other former refugees have much and more to share with the rest of Doma. Perhaps we should compile your experiences in a tome? Minajiki was not exaggerating when she told me how well the children had taken to the new Risaijuku. It is another sign that life is returning to the way it was prior to the occupation. Even with the empire driven from this land, we must remain vigilant to problems within and without our borders. Which reminds me, the Shaizenkai has received another proposal.
Okay.
A number of Domans who were once conscripted into the Garlean forces have banded together to patrol the enclave, to keep the area free from trouble. They wish to establish their own barracks by the Kienkan. My comrades and I agree that this is indeed a worthwhile endeavor, and shall be channeling funds towards its development. Please come to the Shaizenkai if you would like to know more.
Okay, so I guess the school is complete. Yep.
Risaijuku is now complete and Kozakura has already begun preparations for the Enclave barracks.
So it's some barracks then that we are going to be working on. Achievement Biodoma. Okay. That was the third phase of reconstruction, so we are still missing the fourth and fifth one. Then we'll get the philanthropist title. So we should just have to interact with the basket some more times, get a few more cutscenes, I believe.
On behalf of the Shizenkai, Shauna, I thank you for your support. The basic foundations for the barracks are already in place, and construction is progressing well. The day it is completed cannot come soon enough. Maoto is in charge. He is most likely standing outside, trying to look stern. Would you be so good as to see if he needs any assistance?
Okay. That is up there. I think it's those buildings right over there. It seems like that's them at least.
Greetings. You are Shauna, correct? Kozakura has told me all about you. The two of us are childhood friends and she keeps me informed on the activities of the Shizenkai. I am Maoto, head of the Enclave Guard. As you can see, we are in the midst of constructing our new base of operations. It will be used primarily as a place to train when we are not on duty. Our patrols help to ensure that no roaming beasts make their way inside. We also inspect various areas of the Enclave, identifying places where accidents might occur. Although with all the building work, practically everywhere contains a hazard of some sort. Maoto. Can we have a word? Very well, provided you keep it brief. We were wondering, when are we supposed to change shifts? I thought I made this clear, every half a bell. Gah. In that case, we have some apologizing to do. Perhaps I should revise the schedule. How do you measure half a bell anyway? Ahem. Until recently, Hakuro and his troops patrolled the Enclave. Now, they have been asked to forego that in order to deal with more urgent concerns. After all, their role is to protect the whole of Doma, not just the Enclave. As such, we citizens must find a means to protect ourselves. That is our reason for forming the Enclave Guard. Most of our members were forced to serve the Empire during the occupation, so they were glad to finally have the opportunity to do something for Doma's sake. Being conscripted soldiers, they were given some degree of training. They would have been used as little more than cannon fodder in the event of actual combat, though. But at least they were worthy of being chosen. You see, I am not the biggest of Lupin, and I have always suffered from a weakness in the legs. Normally, being small and light makes one nimble, but not in my case. It did mean, however, that I was spared from conscription. Not that being left behind was much easier. Most of my friends were taken away, while I was powerless to help them. Part of me was glad that I could stay here, which made me realize that deep down I was naught but a coward. One thing I gained, perhaps the only thing, was an unrivaled knowledge of the nooks and crannies of the Enclave. All that scurrying around trying to avoid the Garleans meant I knew all of the best hiding places. With the Imperials gone, I started showing these spots to the Doman soldiers on patrol, and before long, they had put me in charge of the Enclave Guard. We are only a group of volunteers, but it is a great honor. Now that I am finally able to make myself useful, I want to do everything in my power to repay the trust they have shown me. And your donations will not go to waste, I promise. Construction of the Enclave Barracks is underway, as a dedicated collective of citizens patrols the streets. As you continue to control...
So before we go any further with this, I'm kind of curious, what was it that was basically someone in chat who just wrote something, and I'm curious what did they write? It was just a like, hey, buy followers, primes, and viewers on some sketchy ass website, probably. Yeah. Stream Elements did its job. Okay, let's see if there are any more dialogues we need to do? Cutscenes.
On behalf of the Shazenkai, Shauna, I thank you for your support.
Give you the link. Things. I'm not gonna give you the link. It's most likely just filled with either, like, it's either what is that, like, virus infested, or it's not gonna work at all. It's basically
I am
just like
pleased to
trying to
inform
get
you that we
followers
have
or
made
some
great
shit.
strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave.
Okay, nice. It is one of these cutscenes where I don't need to go anywhere. It just shows the progress. Made a pretty good amount of progress, it seems.
Owing to your many contributions, the Enclave Barracks has seen further development. As you continue to contribute,
Though it pains me.
the ship.
Okay, so that stuff is done. Let's switch over to Condor really quick and hit to Tamamisu. So we can go and deliver some things to Corina. Specifically, what was it again? It was Northern cold weather gear.
Each day is filled with new discoveries. Though the work can be tiring, I could not imagine a more worthwhile way to expend my energies. My, such thick, warm garments. Not that we have could compare to this. Thus clothed, we need no longer shiver through the night. Now then, if I may take a closer look. By the Kami, not even the sun-illuminated splendor of the ocean could compare to its brilliance. Yours is the work of the divine, my friend.
Okay. Listen to that message more at least.
My, now then. My,
Maybe just curious as to what she says about the items.
my, now.
This one is most likely gonna be level
My,
up.
My. Thank you, Shauna. With the items you have brought us, none of our old and infirm need fear Suinosato's cold nights any longer. I shall see to their distribution at once.
Get told what the next item is, probably.
I am pleased to say that your winter wares have been very well received. The old and infirm are singing their praises, and those around them cannot help but be impressed as well. The items from above have improved our people's lives greatly, and Shiosai is making certain that the elders are aware of this fact. It cannot be long now, Shauna. Soon we will.
That will be enough, Princess.
Jikin. And Hiswai too? Your Grace. Lord Jikin, he came without warning and forced me to reveal everything.
Your demeanor when last we spoke struck me as odd, and so I put a little test to the Ruby Princess. Imagine my surprise when I learned that she was in fact the lady-in-waiting, posing as our wise and noble ruler.
'Twas my ploy and mine alone. I submit myself to any punishment you deem fit. But this is no place to discuss such matters. Let us first return to Suinosato. If you would permit me one request, however, I would have a moment with my two companions.
Very well, I shall go on ahead. And though I do not think you will run, Hiswai will return with me.
Princess, please forgive me. There is naught to forgive. 'Twas I who put you up to it. Go on, I shall join you anon. Are you all right, Kurane? And so it comes to this. The risk was ever present, and yet the disappointment. It is almost too much to bear.
Okay, we were told what we're supposed to craft next.
Kurane is overjoyed with your efforts. She now considers you a savior of Sui no Sato's emergence. A new quest continuing the story of Sui no Sato's emergence into the world is now available. Upon its completion, the custom deliveries list for Kurane will be updated.
Okay, I need to do another quest now. That's a new one, I think.
On behalf of Sui no Sato, I offer you my humblest I am seeing more smiles upon the people's faces than ever before.
I think that's just the one for like delivering all the things for the week.
You have delivered the week.
Yep, it was just that. Okay, I'm curious. Okay, so I guess I need to do this one.
Forgive me, this is no time to wallow in despair. I must remain focused on our objective. Knowing Jiken, he will exploit my transgression and turn it against our efforts at reform. But we cannot allow it to end this way. My friends, 'tis not my desire to involve you in my personal dilemmas, but I can turn to no other. Pray accompany me back to Sui no Sato.
Okay. So Sui no Sato and speak with Jiken. Yep. So right there.
There you are, Your Grace. You certainly took your time. But to look at the two of you side by side. You truly are the spitting image of one another. Small wonder you were able to deceive us all this time. But to the matter at hand. Princess, you of all people need not be reminded of our laws. Your place is at the palace, and there you shall return forthwith. Let this mark an end to any foolish talk of flirting with the surface.
Wait, Lord Jiken. I have broken our laws and duly accept my fate. This, however, should not be confused with the endeavor to open Sui no Sato to the world. Thanks to Sanana and Shauna, we have been able to ease some of the hardships our people have long endured. Had we insisted upon our adherence to tradition, their suffering would have continued. I ask you to look to the past, Lord Jiken. There was a time when our ancestors roamed the grasslands as nomads. But refusing to be hobbled by tradition, they began to trade. They befriended the Kojin, from whom they acquired new knowledge. Knowledge that allowed them to build a home under the sea. Our forefathers chose change. Had they not done so, we would not be who we are now. And now, as ruler, I judged it past time for another change. Our people suffer needlessly. If it is within our power to ease that suffering, is it not our duty to do so?
A noble sentiment, and a short-sighted one. By focusing on immediate gratification, you would lead us blindly into the abyss. The people could not possibly desire such a thing. Many of our citizens feared the outside world, 'tis true. But owing to Her Grace's efforts, they are beginning to reconsider their long-held views. Lest you doubt their motives, they are driven by far more than the desire for immediate, personal gratification. Nay, they have the future of Sui no Sato foremost in their minds. For such is the passion that they felt from their ruler, though they knew not that she walked among them. They are misguided. They know not the horrors that lie beyond.
Humph, horror this, danger that. As a representative of the dreadful beyond, Shauna, why don't you give him a piece of your mind?
You fear what you do not know. You should see the world for yourself. You fear what you do not know.
Well then, the best cure for that is knowledge, and nothing's better than the first-hand sort. That's to say, you need to get out there and see things with your own eyes. What a wonderful proposal. We may speculate endlessly, but there is only one way to know whether or not our fears are founded. Lord Chicken, let us you and I venture forth and see the world.
Madness. If either you or I were to meet with misfortune, kami forbid. You needn't worry on that account, my lord. This adventurer is the self-same hero who purged the palace of wraiths and saved Lady Hiswai. You could not be in safer company, here or anywhere else.
Lord Chicken, this is my final request to you. Come with me. See the world with your own eyes. Should it be as you believe and fraught with danger, I shall abandon my dream and forever hold my peace.
Very well, your grace. I shall hold you to that promise.
Then it's decided. Now, for the choice of destination, I recommend Kyogani. It's close by, and you'll find people of all nations and creeds there, mingling and doing business. My place is beside the princess. Please allow me to come with you. I've certainly got no objection to that. Before we head out, though, it'd be best if you three changed into something a little more conventional. Lucky for you, I've got just the thing. Shauna, go on ahead to the Ruby Price. We'll join you once I've seen to their attire.
Okay. Yeah, I need to specifically be a crafter in order to do this. There. Okay, Ruby Price. Fastest way would actually be to teleport to Kugana and then just interact with the right, then go to the Ruby Price instead of flying all the way there. Okay, so just wait here for them.
Sorry for the wait. They're ready now.
Wondering what kind of outfits they have. It's actually pretty normal.
Ah, never did I dream that I would one day don foreign attire. I feel like a different person. This excess of fabric would slow us in the water, but I suppose that is of little concern to land dwellers.
You behave as children with new toys. I for one could not cast aside these barbarians' rags and return to my own soon enough.
Forgive me, Lord Chicken. I must confess, the prospect of setting foot in a city of the surface excites me, but I realize we are not here for amusement. I shall try to remain focused. What think you, Shauna? Do we not look strange in these garments? I took the liberty of arranging my hair to suit. I am glad. I feared we would appear like the fish out of water that we are. Right, then. The idea being to improve your lives through trade, I reckon we start by going where the trading happens, the Rakuza district. We defer wholly to you, Sanina. Let us seek out this Rakuza district.
Just off to Kugana then. Okay. Rakuza district. There.
I understand
Actually, let's see.
correctly? They decorate the shop's facade in order to attract passers-by? Never would we have conceived of such an idea.
Ah, the sights and sounds of trade, the scent of profit. This is where I belong. That there could be so many people in one place. It fairly makes my head spin. Such a vibrant place, overflowing with life. Never before have I seen so many shops all in a row. Ah, it is all so fresh and new, I am afraid to blink lest I miss something. Oh. Might that be a traveling merchant, procuring merchandise to take back to his homeland? Whence does he hail, I wonder? Oh. And over there. Pray excuse her grace. Long has she dreamed of this moment. Now, this is just one aspect of the outside world, and you mightn't want the same for Sui no Sato. But I dare say this turns your preconceptions on their heads.
Indeed, people of all races and nations appear to be gathered here. And there are countless kinds of wares being offered, many of which I have no name for. It is eye-opening.
With its port open to the world, Kyogana has been nourished by the free flow of trade to become the rich and prosperous city we see before us. Of course, where people of disparate cultures come in contact, some friction is to be expected. But with due caution, that energy can be harnessed as a force for prosperity.
It is as you say, Your Grace. The people of the surface are not all barbarians who wage only war. By daring to venture out into the world, Sui no Sato could stand to gain much. That being said, I harbor one grave concern. And until said concern is addressed, I cannot offer my support to your endeavor.
Ugh, what is it now? Let's hear it.
Long as we have kept to ourselves, I believe us ill-prepared to engage with the outside world. Were we to open our gates now, we would find ourselves flooded with wares from without. Wares superior to our own, upon which we would grow dependent. What wealth we have would be drained away, leaving us impoverished. We must have measures in place to prevent this outcome.
What? That's it. Well then, you've got nothing to worry about. See, the beauty of trade is that it works both ways. All you need is a product of your own. Something unique to Sui no Sato, that can compete with anything else out there. 'Tis a wonderful idea, I shouldn't doubt, yet I cannot help but worry. For generations we have lived in austerity. What could we possibly offer to the people of the surface, who know every luxury? You're not getting cold fins on me, are you? Don't forget, you have Shauna and yours truly, you're experts on all things to do with the outside world. We'll help think of something, isn't that right?
Very well. While you strive to conceive a suitable product, Your Grace, I shall turn a blind eye to your unofficial activities. Should your efforts prove fruitless, however, you shall abandon your endeavor.
Thank you for granting me this opportunity, Lord Chicken. And thank you also, my friends. I am truly blessed to know you. Enough of that, save it for when we've succeeded. Now then, our signature product isn't going to think itself up. Let's hurry back to Tamamizu and get to work.
Okay.
Though the matter of opening Sui no Sato to the world remains unsettled, there is something I would say to you. I have served Her Grace since she was an infant. In all these years, never have I seen her face light up with such unbridled joy. For showing that to me, you have my heartfelt thanks.
Okay. So, back to Tamamizu. Speak with Kurnai. And that should, I guess, unlock the next item that I can deliver. Even though I can't actually deliver it right now. But I should be able to technically from tomorrow onward.
Shauna, my thanks again for accompanying us to Kyogani. As has been decided, we seek a product that might represent Sui no Sato. Such is my next request to you. En route back to Tamamizu, Sanana and I discussed the subject at some length. We believe that a marriage of our two worlds would be ideal, the bounty of the Ruby Sea, worked with the techniques of the surface. We take a treasure of the deep only Kurene's people have access to, and give it a foreign touch. There's something to gain for everyone. With a concept like that, we're bound to come up with a winning product. We just need to, find something to base that product on. If it's to make a mark on the world, it has to be inherently valuable. I'm talking jewelry and the like. These waters yield objects that may suit such a purpose, but I fear they are not of a quality to impress the folk of the surface. In the course of our fishing and foraging, we often come upon pearl-producing clams and deep-sea crystals. But with our energies recently focused wholly upon survival, we do not pay them much mind. Pearls and crystals, you say? Kurene, those things would be perfect. Truly? I mean, they are certainly pretty, but they pale in comparison to such dazzling items as I beheld in Kyogani. I'd wager that's because you've only ever seen your pearls and crystals in the ocean's dim light. On the surface, beneath the sun, they'd shine 100 times as bright. And once Shauna's worked her magic on them, they'll become signature products to turn heads the world over, the pride and joy of Sui no Sato. Well, you have given me newfound hope, my friends. I shall trust to your abilities, Shauna, and await your handiwork with bated breath.
Okay, so...
We are so close.
You have reached the...
Yeah, Sui no Sato special. And then there's Isui Jewel and Lamps. Okay. Let's see, then we need to go to Idleshire and deliver some signature news, or however you pronounce that, cookware, to the guy in the pig costume. I don't remember his name, and I don't fully know how to pronounce his name either. So, just going to check here. Might want to quickly make a little bit of an exchange here. To get... Okay, yep, I can buy the little 70s stuff here. And, yep, still missing the rings. Let's see here. I guess I can get the Arbiter tools. Nice.
Well, if it isn't Shauna. For your contributions towards keeping the hard place in a good place, you have my heartfelt gratitude.
Okay, so deliver these, or 6 of them rather.
Great buas requires great ingredients. With what you have brought, I can make buas the equal of any found in my homeland, the dough irresistibly fluffy and the filling tantalizingly succulent. Now then, let me examine it by the light. Biasm, the quality is transcendent. The manifestation of an ideal I did not think existed. You, my friend, are a miracle worker. Great bu-
Just
Great, now then.
Rest of them.
Great. Great bu- now then. Great bu- now then. Thanks to you, we're now ready to offer our special buas. Our patrons are bound to love this variation on the traditional recipe. I must hand it to the mole, it never would have occurred to me to use catfish in the filling.
We're gonna get another quest that we need to do, or to basically kind of like with the Kurenai, or to unlock
People
the
are
last
coming
step.
from near and far for our special buas. This would not have been possible without you to supply the ingredients, and my illustrious self to make the mouth-watering stuff, of course. But to another matter. There is something with which I require your discreet assistance. Recently, Melody claims to have seen a Zala man here in Idleshire. By her judgment, he did not appear to be an adventurer. I have an ill foreboding about this individual, and I need you to investigate. I would do the deed myself, but I have my hands full with orders for buas. To begin with, I suggest you speak with Melody. Do not delay, the continued survival of the hard place may well be at stake.
I guess we do have a quest.
Adkarak is overjoyed with your efforts. He now considers you a cornerstone of the hard place. A new quest continuing the story of the hard place's financial fortunes is now available from...
And we just get the whole scene. Yep.
Many thanks for your many deliveries. You have
I'm
delivered
pretty
the
sure we've seen that stuff before, so we don't need to see that again. Okay. Ain't Piggy, he's my brother. Is it Edgarak's brother from here to Isleshire?
Greetings, Shauna. Is there aught you require? You wish to know about the Zala man whom I saw? Of course. His garb was outlandish, not unlike those worn by Algu and Teleboch, and he seemed to be searching for something. Or someone. You don't suppose he could be connected to Master Adkarak in some way?
Chief. We may have a problem.
That's him, the visitor. Welcome to the hard place.
Beg pardons. I am searching for a man named Adkarak. If any of you know him, I ask that you point me in his direction.
ER.
Well, if it isn't the adventurer from Reunion. The fates are kind to bring us together once more. Lest you have forgotten, you fetched me purple flowers. Only after we went our separate ways did it occur to me that I had failed to introduce myself. That oversight, I shall now rectify. I am Bulugin of the Adarkim, and the man I seek, Adkarak, is my older brother, whom you may recall has gone into hiding. I had come upon rumors of his whereabouts, and thus did I set out to find him and bring him home. These two, I know for minions of Adkarak, and they likewise vanished from the tribe. I chanced to spot them in Reunion and decided to shadow their steps. They refused to reveal the truth to me, but I have every reason to believe that I am come to the right place. But perhaps it would help if I described my brother. First, Adkarak is a proud man and can oft be heard referring to himself as illustrious. Next, he is extremely fond of buas and is skilled in its preparation besides. Last, and not to insult your intelligence, he is obviously a Zala like me. This point I emphasize only because there cannot be many of our kind who dwell in these parts.
This Piggy here's your brother. I haven't seen such a person. Just stay silent. I haven't seen such a person.
The Adkarak I know would not lower himself by dressing as livestock. And yet the man who claims the self-same name, the proprietor of this establishment, is said to wear a swine's mask. You there, take off that mask. I would behold your face.
Wait. The chief, he's, disfigured. Yes, disfigured. Hideously so. That's why he wears the mask. He can't bear having his face seen.
Is that so? Well, perhaps I misspoke. I am but a stranger here, and it is not my place to make such demands. Very well, I shall take my inquiries to the other residents of this town. Shauna, I must ask a favor. Loath though I am to drag you into my tribe's dilemmas, will you keep an eye on Buligan?
Okay. Go and speak with him. So he's just right over here.
You are offering to join me? I would be heartened for your company. I am a stranger, and this is a strange land. Yes, very strange indeed. When first I arrived, I thought my eyes were playing tricks. To think that a place exists where man and beastmen abide together in peace. I should very much like to meet these creatures you call goblins. Let us begin by speaking with one of them. Hail to you, friend. I am a wayfarer come far from the east in search of my lost brother. The proprietor of the hard place, know you if he is a Zala like me, and a native of the Azim steppe? Slovak steals a glance at you. Will you gesture something to him?
Shake your head, motion to yourself, avert your gaze. Shake your head.
PSHHH. Shkoha. Idleshire is free nation. Birth, race, faith, such things not matter here. One and all are welcome, provided one is willing to sweet work for good of all. An owner of the hard place sweet works muchly. He is high-standing citizen of Idleshire, has earned high view of Gobby flock. A true Gobby friend. So, Slovaks asks, what business does Uplander have with Gobby friend? Does Uplander mean good, or does Uplander mean ill? Well, I wish only to see my brother back too, nay, never mind. My thanks for your time.
I guess we just need to keep him from finding out information about Edgarak.
Next, I will try approaching the treasure hunters. I understand they have a hand in the running of the settlement. It stands to reason that they would know about its residents. Midnight Dew looks over at you. Will you gesture something to her?
Shake your head, give a knowing wink, or nothing. That's for the hell of it, just try and give a knowing wink.
Beg pardons, but I wish to inquire about an Adarkim man named Adkarak. I believe he is the proprietor of the hard place.
Adar, Kim? Can't say I know what that is, but I do know Adkarak. We all do. Peculiar choice of outfit aside, he's always got hot meals ready for us hunters after a hard day's work. And he'll lend an ear to our vent until our throats are hoarse. Reckon I speak for all hunters when I say Idleshire wouldn't be the same without him in his place. And that's the Adkarak I know. I couldn't speak to this Adar Whatsit, though.
I see you are determined to take my brother's side. I am not blind, my friend. Adkarak always had a way of winning people over. Growing up, I wished I could be more like him. But I am not my brother, nor will I ever be. And there are only so many assassination attempts a man can endure in his sibling's stead.
Which means a Chloe.
Perhaps a child will prove more forthcoming. Excuse me, little one. Do you know Adkarak, the owner of the hard place?
Uncle Adgarak? Of course Chloe knows him. He always has exciting stories to share with Chloe and her friends. Lots of people were trying to kill him. Or kidnap him. Or marry him. Sometimes all of these things at once. Oh, and he has a little brother back at home. Someone named Boogaloo. Yes, that's his name. He's very dependable and Uncle Adgarak admires him very much. Chloe's never met Boogaloo, but Chloe likes him already. Chloe must work hard so Zlo can admire her like Uncle Adgarak admires Boogaloo.
Well, if there was ever any doubt, there is none now. The owner of the hard place is Adgarak, my brother. There is much and more I would say to him. Shauna, may I ask you to be present?
Okay, I love that we just stood there while Chloe was saying all this stuff, just stood there with our head in our hands, just being like, oh god, no. Okay. Speak with Hooligan.
All I have ever wanted was to live my life in peace, away from the burdens of succession. But that was denied to me. I felt trapped, deprived of choice. And so I chose nothing. Yet that may be the worst choice of all. Whether I embrace my fate or seek another path to walk, unless I take control of my own life, it will forever be under another's control. This journey has taught me that. Your secret is safe with me. I will say that it was not my brother that I found here, but another man. Fare you well. Wait. As I have here, one day you will find your own purpose, something that you will want to protect, no matter the cost. But the road is long, with many a winding turn. Whenever you need a rest on your journey, know that you will always be welcome here.
To think that Master Adgarak was once a candidate to lead his tribe. He's not leaving us. Oh, thank the heavens.
It's over. We can finally rest easy. Bulugan is a good man. I wish him well. I apologize for the recent uncertainty, but it's safe to say no more of my kinsmen will come after me. The hard place need not go without her illustrious proprietor.
And he's taking off the outfit, I guess.
What?
Not expected mustache.
I finally reveal my beautiful face, and all you can do is stare? Come now, a compliment or two is surely in order.
Okay, so what is the last thing we need to make? I wonder.
Permit me to thank you again, Shauna. Lest you worry for my brother, you need not. Bulugan is a born leader. Where I am brazen, he is restrained. Where I am impulsive, he is measured. Often did I wish that I could be more like him. He will make a fine Khan. And when the day comes, I will go to pay my respects. You should join me, I would show you my homeland. Of course, my home is here now. And here I shall put down my roots, with an easy heart. But enough talk. We have a business to run. Thanks to your contributions, we are close to being profitable once more. Now, I believe, is a good time to shift our focus to outfitting the place with new furnishings. Go forth, my friend, and procure for us these things.
Okay, so he's keeping on the mask for some reason. Okay. So the new thing for Akarak is hard place decorative furnishings, hard place furnishing materials, and wicked wardfish. Okay. Don't understand why this one, but okay. So, that was all of that stuff. Now we are gonna head to Ulda. I believe it's Ulda that has the start of the Make It Rain campaign quest. Also, I should probably add some of the food that I've gotten now to my hotbar. Bunch of things. Let's save that. And let's see, we got some clam chowder. That one, and take the ones that have only one of them. Also have some berry pie and matcha. Okay, I believe it might be Oliver that we need to talk to. Yep. A prickly plate. It'll give us the soliciting applause emote. Which will give us the show right and show left emotes.
Wait,
let's get started.
I know you. You're the case-cracking adventurer who came to our aid in the past. It's me, Oliver. Gold Saucer Attendant and de facto investigator, at your service. Though truth be told, it's your services that we really need, if you can spare the time, that is. What do you say? As you may have realized, we are currently in the midst of the Make It Rain campaign, a yearly festival during which we hold a number of exclusive, limited-time events. Though you may be surprised to hear it, there are still those who have yet to experience all the wonders the saucer has to offer. Thus have we, the staff of the saucer, decided to take our show into town and spread the word. However, there has been one troubling development. Ever since we began this little campaign, one of my colleagues has been visibly out of sorts. Normally, he's the most cheerful of all of us, so let it suffice to say that we're deeply concerned. My colleagues and I have tried to look into the matter ourselves, but I fear the man is too proud for his own good, and refuses to admit anything is the matter. And so, I thought, perhaps an accomplished sleuth like yourself might succeed where we have failed. So, what do you say? Thank you, good madam. Your generous offer is most appreciated. The man in question is currently on assignment in Limsalam. I will be heading there myself shortly after this. Let us rendezvous by the Aft Castle as soon as you are able.
Okay, so, those of you who don't know, the Make It Rain campaign is a seemingly yearly event that happens where there's usually a quest that gives some sort of emote. And while the event is happening, which right now it is going from, I think it was the 3rd, basically Friday last week, until the 20th. During that period of time, there is a permanent 50% increase to all MGP, which is the currency you get in the gold saucer and can spend there. You basically get a permanent 50% increase in all MGP you earn, which is pretty big because it also stacks with things like the free company buffs you can get, and it also stacks with the gold saucer VIP cards that you can get from your brand company squadrons. And while the event is happening, several items also get a discount when buying them. It is some of the like armor sets that you can buy, and I believe most of the weapons, some triple triad cards, some furnishing items, basically just several things get a discount. So it is usually an event where people just go like full on in on MGP grinding, because you can get a ton of it, and you only have access to the event for like 3 weeks after all, so people tend to just hang out in the gold saucer quite a lot. Just trying to get an absolute enormous amount of MGP, because I think the most expensive thing you can get there is like 2 million MGP, or it costs 2 million MGP. I have 2 million. This is taking a while to get. And from what I remember, the highest amount of MGP you can usually get from like without the event, without any buffs, consistently is the it's basically the what's that called again? The special report thing that happens each week. You can basically do it from, I believe it's Friday until Monday, I think it is. But you just like put on certain pieces of clothing and colors your items, or you gear certain colors, and you basically just, if you get score 80 points in it, you get 60,000 MGP. That is quite a lot of MGP, but now you can basically, like, without any additional buffs, you basically by default get 90,000 MGP, which can be increased even further. So it's quite a large amount of MGP you can get. So yeah, people just do a lot of those things. Okay, let's continue with this.
Ah, there you are. Majestic, isn't it? Of all the displays we painstakingly erected, this may be one that best showcases the saucer's myriad refined delights. As for the fellow I mentioned, ah, that's him right over there.
It keeps spinning in circles. Do you think it's quite all right?
All I know is it's making me dizzy just looking at it. Hey, you. Can't you do anything else?
Look, you've angered it. Or perhaps that was some manner of impromptu dance performance. In any case, I can't say that I'm terribly keen to see what it does next. Not when we have a table waiting for us at the Bismarck.
Hey there, the Farbog. Welcome to the stream. That's a lot of info, you still don't get it. How goes it? I'm doing good. Haven't been able to stream this weekend, so nice to be able to do it again. What about you? How are you doing?
So long, spiny whatever you are.
Wonder if we actually get to go to the gold saucer during this quest.
The bystanders having departed, Senior Sabo Tender slumps his shoulders in visible dismay.
Pretty sure we had at least the entire quest actually took place in
He's
the
been
gold
like this
saucer
ever
last year.
since he got here. What say you? Will you speak with Senior Sabo Tender for me and see if you can ascertain what ails him?
I'm curious actually, what are those Sabotenders even? Like, I know that there are enemies that are just like these sort of cactus enemies, but these don't really have any spikes or anything and seem friendly. Obviously, you're doing great. You're doing well. You always see it's a positive thing you're still alive. You knew the MMO of Final Fantasy had text-to-speech. It technically doesn't. It's something that I have found online. It's technically not allowed, but I use it mainly just like reduce the amount of reading that I need to do, because my god, is there a lot of text in this game. But I think it's also like, essentially, plugins slash add-ons are technically not allowed, or not allowed in the game. But I think for the most part that is more in terms of like, hey, don't use add-ons that are just completely like give you a huge advantage in terms of the game. This doesn't. This literally gives me no advantage other than, oh yeah, the game reads the text that the characters say during dialogue. I feel like this should be a thing that's like in the game by default, like some sort of like text reading thing, because some people might have problems reading, so this could be a very, very big like what is it called now? There's something like a specific term for it. What is it called again? Forgetting the word for it, but it's things like colorblind mode and like subtitles. It's kind of in the same category. I'm just forgetting what it's called. This isn't groundbreaking like a boss fight. The whales like go here to not die, fire is bad. Yeah, that there have been some like plugins slash add-ons for Final Fantasy that people made where it was like, it literally would show you where the next AoE would happen. Which is like, that is something that Square Enix is completely against. They do not want that. So, yeah. But like, there are certain add-ons slash plugins that people use that do not, that are, I guess, due to the like rules, are not allowed, but they have no impact on the game in terms of like huge advantage or anything. For example, apart from the thing that I use with the text-to-speech, there's also like text bubbles for like when other people talk. And what else is there? There's like, I don't know, minor graphical things, I guess, that don't affect like gameplay things. What else? One of the stuff that turned you off a while back in the day were the add-on tells you to stand. Here the challenge is to cooperate. Yeah, basically World of Warcraft has at this point gotten to the point where when the developers make raid fights and such, they literally need to take it into account that there are things like deadly boss mods for World of Warcraft that gives you a ton of information, like, oh yeah, make sure you do this, do this, do this for the certain mechanics. So I see that Chun Chun has gotten one piece of their elemental armor. Now they just need the 3 other pieces. The I believe it's the boots slash pants. Maybe they. I'm actually unsure. Do the boots and pants actually connect together in that set? I know that there is helmet, and I'm assuming that there's also gloves. He didn't realize. He hadn't realized. He basically just wrote me down here like that he only has 1 piece and he's missing 3. I just like let it, or made him realize that he's missing 4 of them. Oh god. Well, Chun Chun, you better head back to Hydatos then, I guess, if you want to get some more. Okay, let's see. Are you feeling alright? How goes the campaign? Give me a spin, will you? Let's see, are you feeling alright? Let's go with that one.
Senior Sabo Tender strikes a pose, but speaks no words. It's unclear if your message reached him.
Oh.
Senior Sabo Tender rushed off to the west. Perhaps he wishes to speak with you in a more secluded location?
Let's go and see what's to talk about. There are just a shit ton of people over here, actually. Not a shit ton, but just a lot of people, actually. I kinda expected.
My apologies for dragging you all the way over here.
Senior Subaltender isn't a real Subaltender? Is that is it actually Lalafels that are inside the Senior Subaltender outfits? What?
Surely you jest? Everyone knows it's a Lalafell in a costume. The name's Nanafon, and I happen to be that Lalafell.
I didn't know that. Like, it's true, it would seem kind of weird that it would be like a true Subaltender, but I don't know, maybe it was a machine? I didn't expect it was a fucking Lalafell costume.
You saw that just now, didn't you? I did my damnedest to convey the sheer splendor of the gold saucer with my usual grandiose gestures, but my audience was clearly unimpressed. Alas, my gyrations and undulations are merely perplexing poses without the spectacles of the saucer itself. With that I could explain in my own words all that they are missing out on. Why don't I, then? Is it not obvious? Because we don't want to reveal to future patrons that Senior Sabo Tender isn't a real Sabo Tender. Not until we've secured their patronage, at the very least. Whilst donning my costume, I am forbidden from uttering even a single word. Such is my plight, you see. At this rate, I will be forced to depart this place having succeeded at nothing but causing quizzical looks and utter confusion. I simply want to join my colleagues in spreading word of the saucer's splendors across the realm.
The dramatic robot voice, we can hear the sadness in the voice. Yeah. Like, despite the fact, it's always the same, like, voice. It doesn't actually change depending on their mood, as far as I know. But sometimes actually conveys the feelings somewhat okay. Could explain it for you. That's where I come in somehow, I guess.
What's this? You'd be willing to assist us in our cause? What a kind and generous soul you have, my adventuring friend. Why, your sheer magnanimity brings a tear to my eye. More than a few tears, even. But what am I doing here crying? I must prepare to welcome you to our little troop. Pray let me know whenever you are ready.
Okay. Do we talk to him here? Or, yep. Alapon?
Ready for your first task? Excellent. Before that, however, allow me to give you an overview of our promotional campaign. We began with a survey asking for people's impressions of the gold saucer. Reviewing the responses, we noted that the vast majority of patrons cited the attractions as one of the venue's main selling points. While it is true that our attractions are a highlight, there is, as you are well aware, so much more to the saucer. So we got to thinking about how best to go about informing the world of our lesser-known delights. I came up with 4 main features of the saucer that I hope to promote to people. Which shall I explain first?
The allure of the cactpot, how easy it is to get there, saucer's best kept secret, the lavish costumes of the staff. How easy it is to get there? Maybe?
Tell me about it. Though the saucer may seem far away to many, being located at the edge of the Segolii Desert, did you know that airship passage is available entirely free of charge from all of Eorzea's major cities? And though the wonders that await you in the saucer's halls are the main attraction, I'll have you know that the journey via airship is a singular delight in its own right. So why not invite that special someone to soar through the skies on the way to the realm's premier leisure destination? The Manderville Gold Saucer, only a coin's toss away.
I guess we need to go through all of this. The allure of the cactpot.
Ah, indeed. Whether it's the mini cactpot, which casual players can enjoy as many as 3 times a day, or the lucrative jumbo cactpot, available once per week, both offer Gold Saucer patrons a chance to test their luck and reap lavish prizes. Easy to enter and with incredible fortunes for the taking, the mini and jumbo cactpots are among the most popular ways to rack up MGP, which can then be exchanged for a host of alluring prizes. Dream big and enter the cactpot today, only at the Manderville Gold Saucer.
The saucer's best kept secret? Don't really know what it would be.
Oh ho. Clearly I stand before a woman of discerning taste. While the saucer offers no end of games and attractions, refined patrons such as yourself are known to enjoy slipping away to our full-service bar for a refreshing libation or two. That's right. We've assembled the realm's best barkeeps to prepare a plethora of potables sure to wet your whistle and put you in the mood to marvel at the saucer's many wonders. Do be sure to stop by.
I didn't realize there was a bar at the Gold Saucer. Unless they are just not talking about a specific bar that's located there, but just that I guess they have places that you can buy food and drink, maybe?
Ah, a keen eye for fashion, I see. Then you're sure to appreciate the unique costumes and couture worn by our staff, a wardrobe prepared by the Sultanate's most esteemed tailors to meet the demanding aesthetic sensibilities of our owner, the incomparable Godbert Manderville. Be sure to bring something to cover your eyes, the sheer gorgeousness of these ornate outfits is likely to blind you if you do not. Yes, that's right, the Manderville Gold Saucer is a veritable gallery of the most glamorous garb our civilization has ever seen. Well, how did that sound? I dare say I've done a remarkable job of distilling the essence of the saucer's appeal into concise verbiage. Simply remember all of that verbatim, and you'll be ready to help us spread the word of the saucer wherever you go. And with that, I do believe it's time for us to get this show on the road. Allow me to see to my preparations, and we can convene at the aft castle when we both are ready. Good. Good.
Okay. So, go over to the aft castle then. Okay. So, what is going to happen here? Okay, there he is.
You can feel Nanafon's intense gaze upon you from within the Seigneur Sabo tender costume. You are filled with determination to share the wonders of the Gold Saucer with the residents of Limsa Lamansa alongside your succulent companion.
Okay. spread the word in 2 locations here and 2 locations down below.
The else ya want, Drylander? State your business quick, and ye best hope it's worth me while. The gold bloody saucer? Why would any pirate in ER right mind set foot in that twinkling hellhole?
It's time to put what you've learned to use and spread the word about the wonders about the saucer. Succeed in drawing the interest of influential lawmen sands, and Nanafon will surely be heartened.
Okay, haven't you dreamed of winning a fortune in the crackpot? Perfect place to bring that special someone. You only want to feast your eyes on the realm's most gorgeous scar. Fortune might be the most interesting thing for a pirate.
Let me tell ya plain, no. I don't bloody care. Now get out afore I got ya and send ya to sleep with the fishes.
Your sales pitch seems to have missed its mark. Perhaps a different approach might be more effective?
It's a perfect place to bring that special someone.
Special someone? And just who in the hells would that be?
Certain pirate captain might appreciate the gesture. Perhaps your crew could use a respite.
Who now?
That one.
If you're implying what I think ye are, I'd sooner keel-haul meself than spend one instant within lion horsin'. Ye do not catch me dead goin' to your stinkin' gold saucer with, bah. Just bugger off, already.
Okay, so did that work? Is it? Okay, and then we need to go where? Oh, to the Culinarian's Guild. And person is inside. Is it the cooking? Yep, cooking trainer or guild master.
What Abe we got here? You're a fair share, pricklier than the folks what usually show up here at the Bismarck.
The senior subaltender. It's the renowned mascot of the Mandeville Gold Saucer. Go with that one.
The what now? Ah, you're from that eyesore in the desert. Never been there meself, 'fraid I'm much too busy for them silly games. New dishes don't think emselves up? It's time to put what you've learned to use and spread the word about the wonders about the saucer. Succeed in drawing the interest of influential lawmen sands, and Nanafon will surely be heartened.
It's a perfect place to bring that special someone. But you could partake in liberation to delight even the most decadent epicure. Let's maybe go with that one.
Yeah, don't say. Me inspiration could do with some refreshin'. I'll pay the saucer o' yours a visit, Jews, as soon as I know me apprentices won't burn this place down in the meanwhile.
So that was the right one to pick. Okay, and then we need to go to the lower decks. Let's see, we need to go to the Fisher's Guild and... Well, here's the trading area. Ah! One talk to. It's been a while since I last talked to you.
Kyokurun welcomes welcome customer. Customer, be welcome. Not customer. Not come with custom. Sparklies. Kyokurun loves sparklies. Kyokurun can find sparklies at this gold saucer. It's time to put what you've learned.
I'm just gonna skip that dialog box because it's not interesting. You can learn how to dazzle and delight your customers. Get the cake pot and become a billionaire. Drink the tastiest libations in the realm. I think probably billionaire could be a good one.
Sparklies. Lots of sparklies. Kyokurun loves sparklies more than customer. Kyokurun go to gold saucer straightway. Come back with many sparklies.
Yep, seems like that was the right one. Okay, then let's head down to the Fisherman's Guild. And speak with the guild master.
Here Cove, ye gods. You're no Cove. Nay, from crayfish to catfish, goby to gudgeon, I've seen my share of sea creatures, but there's not a puffer in these parts so pointy as you.
If it is spectacularly spines you seek, and none are seniors a senior subaltender, makes a marvelous Mandeville mascot. The parrot talk. Semi-amateur, you're laughing your... Yeah, I mean, the entirety of Limsa Lominsa is basically like an old pirate town, essentially. But yeah, there's a lot of pirate talk. Go with this one. And we're doing that thing again. All sparkles and everything.
You're one soft sabo tender, certainly. So much so, I suspect you sailed in from the gold saucer. But I'm sorry to say that salt of the sea types like yours truly aren't suited to sordid gill seeking. Simpler pleasures are my preference. It's time to put...
Okay, but you could partake in libation to delight even the most... Between winning a fortune in the cactus pots, feast your eyes on the realm's most gorgeous scarab. Let's maybe try and go with that one.
What's this you say? Can I assume that this gorgeous garb adorns the figures of lasses both buxom and bonny? Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I'll net the next airship to the saucer of yours. Still, we should keep this between you, me, and the sabo tender. Let's assume I'm off on an extended angling excursion.
He just wants to see the bunny girls. Of course.
You have done your best to spread word of the gold saucer among the residents of Limsa. All that is left is to reconvene with the staff by the aft castle and hope that your efforts bear fruit.
Okay. So, after castle.
You cannot help but feel that the crowd is sparser than it was just before. Senor Sabo Tender. There you are. I have urgent orders from our superiors. All staff are to conclude their missions and make preparations to return to the saucer post-haste. You can feel Senor Sabo Tender's piercing gaze upon you. It would seem that he strongly wishes you to return to the saucer with him. I take it you'll be coming back as well? If so, pray come to the landing as soon as you're able.
Curious. Do I have to go there straight away? Oh, I just need to go to the gold saucer. Okay, I'm gonna do something because I saw earlier that I got a message regarding my squadron basically being done with their mission. So I just want to head back to Gridania and finish that one up so I can send them on another mission. And then I can just teleport to the gold saucer because I have it set up so it's free for me to teleport there. And then in this thing I have over here. Let's see, it was all the DPS. That was a squadron mission. 27,000 XP. Basically just have a page where I keep track of the stuff that they get. Let's see. So I can send them on that mission as well. Okay, and gold saucer. Okay, and I think what's the landing we were supposed to go to in the gold saucer? So over where you basically arrive by airship. Okay. Looks like it. Oh, and here's the 4 people that we talked to.
So, where can a man get himself one o' those drinks that they're saying are the talk o' the realm? Ah. Clearly, you are an individual of discerning tastes. Right this way, my good sir. As you can see, business is booming. I'm pleased to say that we've even welcomed quite a few new guests from Limsalam and Sa. Clearly, the efforts of my colleagues have paid off in more ways than one, and they could not have done it without you. Master Roland will doubtless be thrilled. Would that we could continue our promotion efforts afield for a while longer. but I fear that we need every able-bodied attendant here at home to deal with the ever-burgeoning crowds. That's your cue, Senor Sabo Tender. Let's give our guests a warm welcome, gold saucer style. In any event, I thank you. Not only have you helped us to expand our clientele, but, as you can see with your own eyes, Senor Sabo Tender is back to his typical energetic self. As his colleague and his friend, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. I can, however, offer you this as a small token of our thanks. Till our paths cross again, may fortune smile upon you at the saucer.
A very small amount of XP and some and that book that lets us learn 2 new emotes, and we also get the achievement Senior Advisor, or is it Nor? I don't really know which one is supposed to be pronounced as. Okay, let's use that one. And we have now learned the show right and show left emotes, which is just this one and this one with like the sparkles and everything. I feel like they're pretty nice, especially because of the like whole sparkling effect. Okay. Guess while we're here we can... That's the wrong person, that's the exchange.
Come one.
Just turn off the text speech. Might as well just do the mini cagpot. Learn a little bit of MGP while we're here. Gotten the big one in a while, I feel like. But yeah, basically, as I said earlier, there's a vendor down here that now sells a bunch of things at a cheaper price than they usually are. It's basically just mostly outfits, some housing items, a pet, some triple triad cards, and let's see, a bunch of the different weapons, and that's basically it. Then of course, as basically also just like a ton extra MGP, as I said. I guess that's actually everything regarding the side stuff that I want to do, so I guess we can go ahead and queue up for the Dancing Plague. So that is the next thing we need to do in the MSQ. And unlike Thursday last week, we don't have a 20-minute average wait time and only have an 8-minute average wait time, so that is at least nice. Let's see. I can head to Waldorf, since I believe that is the closest location to where the quest is technically located, or at least like is the closest teleport to the Browse location. Just I had to hang with you. With me. Yeah, but you haven't done the MSQ up to this point, so I can't really ask you for help. Or at least I don't think you've done it up to this point. Can't get the last either current here since that I believe is gotten from the either this quest. Yeah, it's this quest actually. So yeah. Can't get a faster queue. Technically I could queue up as tank or healer myself, but I'm not confident enough as a paladin tank quite yet. And the only healer I could do it as is Scholar, and I absolutely do not want to play Scholar because I absolutely suck at it. Yeah. Here's actually should try and see if I can find locations in the sightseeing log. Let's try and see here. Ilmeg. That's Lakeland. We have some Crystarium for those. Then we have Yule War, which are those. Then we have Lucia. Amarang. Found any there. I have 6 here in Ilmeg. I guess while we wait for the duty finder, we could just I'll try and go around. And I want to avoid the Mudman because that is an A rank or even S rank. What? Park. Let's see. Wouldn't be surprised if there were maybe some down in the water, but I kind of want to stay out of the water until I have flying. So let's try and check here near this location, because I wouldn't be surprised if there were perhaps some sightseeing spots near here. Because one of the reasons I also want to get some of these sightseeing spots right now is because they give XP, which will help me level up Ninja even further. Yeah. I feel like that would be a good thing. Let's see. Just kind of trying to keep an eye out for those like glowing orbs that indicate a sightseeing spot. I guess technically I could also just look at a map, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Don't see any spots yet. There might be one here, but who knows, it might just be like all the way up there somewhere. Require flying. It's definitely a possibility. Are tanks a rarity in this game? Not exactly, but you will definitely find more DPS than tanks, but that's also because of the fact that like there are more classes that like fit the DPS role, and in terms of tanks and healers there's only 4 classes that fulfill that role. And I feel like tanks and healers, as they are in I think most MMOs, people just don't really want to necessarily play tanks, because, I don't know, bit on the more, I wouldn't say difficult side, but it does mean that you have more of a responsibility to basically not fuck up. But it's not like a rarity, but you will definitely notice a difference in like queue times when using the roulettes and just queuing up for dungeons. Because if you go tank or healer, it can go extremely fast. Like, you can potentially like queue up and immediately have a dungeon. So kind of provides some benefits to queue up as a tank or healer. Let's see. Aren't any sightseeing spots near that church? No changes, you see that. You always queue up dungeons with your buddy that was a healer, and you play tank, so you spam dungeons, and WoW, yeah. It essentially, you can kind of think of it as the same as in WoW in terms of the like dungeon queues. If you play tank or healer in Final Fantasy, you get fast queues. If you play DPS, you're most likely gonna get slower queues, although you can occasionally have periods of time where DPS queues are actually pretty short. For example, right now there is a need for DPS players in alliance raids, so if I were to have queued up for that, I could maybe have gotten a pretty quick queue, but usually DPS takes a while. Let's see. Sightseeing points there. Don't really see any on the map that could indicate an interesting spot. Oh well. Got the queue up, so let's see if we actually get a full party or if someone declines. Just missing this last tank. Okay, can't go any further there, and we got the dungeon. Or trial, technically. Let's see how Twintania is. Yes, Titania goes there. Are you the one who broke the seal? For some reason, some of these cutscenes don't have voice acting or text that the text-to-speech can read. So, Light Warden Titania. So much lost time, so much frolicking and feasting. Didn't read the last part. Let's make up for it. We must begin by playing with you. Okay, and we apparently got someone who needs to go AFK for a second. It is our dancer. Guess while we're here, we could eat some food. Just to get like some extra XP, I guess, from defeating her. Quickly, let's see. Just messing around, kind of. Who's it's that person that we're waiting for. And there was like 1 or 2 minutes that we would have to wait. God, I've heard this song so many times in the FC house. It was one of the songs that they had just on their playlist so much. Alright. The dancer is ready. Buff like buff. They're doing a ready check. That's ready.
Come and play. For the night is bright, and you can sleep when you're dead.
When you're dead.
And I don't need to worry about text-to-speech because he actually says all of her dialogue. I have honestly no idea what any of the mechanics here do.
When you play with
Guess we need to stand inside one of those to get water resistance. Or fire resistance, rather.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
Okay, I think this might be phase change. Yep, we're in some sort of forest now. Okay, I guess I stood in the wrong spot there. Okay, we're down to 50%. Oh boy. That was basically just Shiva's attack. gonna get full limit break. Mirror journey. Okay, we got ads. Okay, I guess we're not supposed to actually do PoE on them. Looks like most people are attacking this thing. Mustard seed. And one of our tanks is dead. Both things up.
Grow, my lovelies, grow! Bigger's better.
Oh shit. Okay. I just noticed I didn't have my buff. Okay. That's gone. Oh shit, most of our party's dead. We don't have any healers. I think maybe the red mage can rest at this level. Yep, they can raise. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this. We got... Oh shit, we got Limit Break 3 and a healer used it. Holy shit. I think that's the first time I've seen that happen. Gotta kill this last one, or not.
Dance like the leaves on the vine.
We wipe. Titania's power reached max. This is a wipe. I'm almost 100% sure. Yep. Well, let's try that again. Are we going to attack? Someone's asking if there's anything they need to know because it's their first time doing it. It is also for me, but I'm just kind of trying things. So apparently each tank grabs an ad except for Mustard Seed because that one doesn't do anything, and we kill them from right to left. The order that they spawn apparently.
Come and play, for the night is bright. And you can sleep when you're dead.
So let's see if we can do this a little bit better this time.
Wait, wait.
Let's just stand inside one of these.
When you play with fire. We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
There's the broke thing, which I believe was the thing that spreads out from there, which I'm gonna want to avoid getting hit by, because that just hurts. Right, 7. When do we get the ads? I wonder. Assuming ads, perhaps. Maybe that's only a 30%. Nope, it's now. Mustard seed down. I don't have my buff up.
Grow, my lovely.
30%. Ish, or taking between 9 to 30 here. A little bit. Titania's powers, so we just need to burst these down again. We're at 52. fuck is down. It's just Ease Blue. There we go. Doing way better than last time.
And dance like the leaves on the boughs.
68. Tell me what the car got up to.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Roll's gonna go ahead and do limit break 3. So I am the melee, so I do the most with the limit break. Okay. Jesus Christ! This is a lot of fucking shit happening at once.
Oh, that hurt. You play well.
Okay, so it seems like the middle one is the first one that's gonna pop. Yep. There we go.
We can play no more.
Second Light Warden down. And the night sky is back. Hell yeah. And you get the commendation. Okay. And didn't actually get as much XP as I thought I would. We got around like, I don't know, 65 I think. Ish.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
What?
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose.
Which is what?
For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king.
Oh, and
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do.
Who's gonna be the new
My
king?
adorable sapling. My precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Well, apparently comes the pixies, or the Faefolk's new king. Yeah.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra.
Did you just become extremely big? Yes, seems like it.
Shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Hell yeah. I wonder what she's gonna do. Or they're gonna do. I don't actually think the pixies have any specific gender, it seems. Let's see what they're gonna do with the Ilmorids.
Confound it! How did they get here so fast? Damn these pixies and their tricks! How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
So that is the moment where we jump the light warp.
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed. General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the Warrior of Darkness.
Forward,
Spear
men!
will
Take the villains
pierce in a bit.
captive!
Or
Are
some
you
sort of
deaf?
magic.
I said...
Oh shit!
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain!
What? What's happening?
Like ready to feast?
Water? That wasn't there before.
Oh.
Ore wa I kansasi, ore wa I kinsi.
Hey, all the faithful could just I don't know about. What's
the matter with you?
It's kind of
Get a
fucked
hold
up.
of yourselves, damn it!
Like, imagine being turned into a fucking bush. King has arrived.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with the Warrior of Darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fear-Ul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Fear-Ul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Nice. Elvis Sans Lucio? What about our pact? I wouldn't say Elvis Sans Lucio because we don't really know if we lose our pact. What about our pact?
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
Hey. Guess that building is not gonna lose the wings. It's honestly pretty nice because I do like the look of it. Okay, so what does everyone here have to say?
I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do.
Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a light warden while I struggle to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire.
It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Fiol not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now.
It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Yulmarans at bay long enough for you to succeed, but we have earned some good fortune. And while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, I for one am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Yulmarans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them.
And now we can fly. Ah, it's so nice when you finally get the flight in the different areas. Okay, let me just quickly check here. We have one quest left here in the 42 or 72 to 73 little bracket quests, which is the wheel's turn, where we get a secret gift and some XP.
I knew you could do it. And not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going, together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake, and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmari's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for us all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again.
Okay. The Crystarium. And speak for the Palisade. Extract some materia. Let's go do that.
All seems well, thank goodness.
Though we've spent most of our time on the road, Minphilia and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. I see nothing out of the ordinary. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air.
Due to the fact that three of them seems to have said that, oh, everything seems normal, there's something that's wrong. I'm almost certain of it. There's something wrong. Also, due to the fact that they're all standing here, there's something wrong. I'm almost certain of it. Surprised that there's something
All
wrong.
seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Wait, is that
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
I think it is. It fucking is. It's that Asian guy.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
Selk. Hey.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Okay.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
I did not expect that.
So that was an Ascian. Then Cred told me about them.
He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Finding common ground with an Ascian. My entire being rebels at the very notion that an Ascian of Emmett Celsius standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures, is most interesting.
Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Shauna. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more.
Apparently I don't need to go to the Exarch. Teleport down here. And I guess talk to the innkeeper? I guess you can call it. Or the manager of suites. I'm actually curious, can I walk up these stairs? Yep. You can walk that. Guess you can make it up there. But I guess there isn't a whole lot to explore here.
Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening.
And we get a sandwich basket. It's a housing item, I think. Yep. Housing item. Seemingly food housing item. Cutscene. Are we gonna meet with Artbird again? And And the refreshments. Nice. And there's the tabletop item, I think. The basket there.
I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it?
Is it?
With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the Flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the Flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Not everything. Tell me about Seto. You're putting me off my dinner. Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
As to why we can see Artbird, but no one else can. Do we have a special connection with Artbird or something? Or is it a special power we have because of we have the, like, echo? Or what? And we got the achievement in Realpolitik. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. The Fate Touched. That's actually a pretty good title for, I guess, Scholar? Of sandwiches. Yep. Got a sandwich basket. Okay, let's see. Still got around 18-ish minutes before it would basically be the end of the stream, or before we hit the 3-hour mark. Let's see here. I guess I could get slightly started on the next section, which is the level 74 part. Shadowbringer stream? So far it's pretty good. Didn't have a extremely long queue time this time around for Tanya. Yeah. I see that Chun Chun has arrived here. I'm wondering if he's actually doing the MSQ or if he's just like running around doing nothing. Just, I don't know. Okay, he's apparently not doing the MSQ. He's apparently doing something with Glam, I guess. Ah, he has a new Glam. What is that one? That is the Summer Indigo shirt. And what are those? That is Eastern Ladies Errant skirts. Nice. And I guess that's probably also Eastern Lady, or yep. Oh yeah, Chun Chun, you do realize that there are glamour things you can buy that basically hide your rings and bracelets and so on, right? And also any other part of your gear. I don't know if you know that or not, but there are things you can buy like that in the... what is it? It is something you can buy in Denelen. And if you go over to Vesper Bay, it's from that vendor right there. They basically just sell a bunch of things called the Emperor's New. It's the Emperor's New. Yeah, the Emperor's New, and then the like ring, necklace, chest piece, whatever they're called. Basically a bunch of things, and then there's also one for the weapon, but specifically for monk. And yeah, I use those a lot because I don't really want the accessories to basically be shown, because they don't always look that great. There are some that can look great or look good, but I haven't really found that many. I guess we can do this one. Get a Blue Spirit headgear cover. It's gonna be 403, which is actually gonna be higher item room than what we currently have. Yeah, might as well get started on this.
Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested.
Why would he do the MSQ anyway? I don't know. He has a tendency of just like Chun Chun has a tendency, it seems, to just find something that he wants to do, and then he just hyper focuses on that. For example, he has been heavily trying to get the Eureka armor set, basically the glowing armor. So he's basically been grinding that for what, 2-3 weeks or something like that. Yeah, climb is endgame. True. And also housing, that is also sort of endgame.
The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience.
But yeah, from what I understand, Chun Chun hasn't done anything other than the, like, accepted, I guess, the first quests that you get from the Exarch that basically send you to LSA and Alphano, but he hasn't done any of the others, like anything past that, as far as I understood. And that's despite the fact that he actually got started on Shadowbringers before me. But he hasn't really done anything with it. Okay, so Crystal Exarch. Ooh, rain. That might be the first time I've seen rain here in... what the hell is this place called again? Norbrand. Couldn't remember quite.
Do you have business with the crystal?
Yep, send me to the ocular. Let's see. Voiced, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, this definitely seems like a voice cutscene.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Emmett Selch. Selk? Guessing? Yep. Hey there, Emmett.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Hey there, Nori. Majima. Welcome to the stream. How is Final Fantasy XIV treating me? Pretty good so far. Just finished up the Titania. That trial. And I'm just doing quickly the like what? First quest after you return to Crystarium. And just to, I don't know, get the next story, I guess, beat started. But I will be ending the stream somewhat soon, because I am about to hit the 3-hour mark here in a little bit. Which is where I'm going to be ending the stream today. What I should mention is Starks from DAVTuber. Okay, change your Twitch name today. Suit your character. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah, welcome to the stream. But, yeah. I'm basically just, as I said, doing the first quest, and then I'm probably gonna go ahead and see if I can find someone I can raid, and then we'll just continue with the MSQ on Wednesday, since that is when I'm planning on streaming next time. Didn't really get to do actually a whole lot of MSQ stuff today, but that was because I had to do like let's see, Doman Enclave stuff and custom deliveries, and what was it, the current Make It Rain event. I need to do the quest there. Playing Final Fantasy currently yourself as well. Going to re-level because the people you're going to play with stopped playing instantly the moment you started, so switch servers to another friend group that's starting to get into it. Okay, nice. Question: what data center do you play on? Do you play on the European ones, or do you play on the like American or Japanese ones? Because personally, I play on the Light data center, specifically Zodiac.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
Before you were an EU one, switch to American. For Spriggan, then switch to Kang Tower. Okay.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was.
Thank you for running
Though
by.
I suspect
Ori.
you will seek me out when you
See you
grow
some
tired
outside.
of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Like, you really like him himself. I like him as well, but he is also like, I don't trust him. But I do kind of like him.
What was that all about?
Way.
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Colonel, perhaps? Not one jot, I don't know. But if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't. Colonel, perhaps? That one. Antagonist? Yep.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
So they're going to
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You
still
have
do
visited
again.
her, have you not?
Damn it.
Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
Has he been invited to Smash
A
Brothers?
missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take.
Invited to Smash, but not the kind we'd
Master
expect.
Alphen, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Yeah, the reason why I said like he's been invited to Smash is because I've seen like a meme where someone has basically edited the this cutscene where he just when he pulls out that like envelope, it basically has the Smash Brothers icon on it. Such a dumb meme. Wondering if I can maybe find the video. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's this one. It's this one. Let me see if I can quickly Exarch in Smash though, he'll fit right in between Sephiroth, Cloud, and Sora. Yep. Okay, let's see. If I do... Yep. God, that is dropped a lot. Let's try and move this one a little bit around. Let's try something like, yeah, that's probably good enough. And pull it under there. Yeah, also, oh, that doesn't play on the right channel, and I can definitely hear that needs to be... That one needs a limiter by a lot. Also, I can probably also just lower the audio on it.
While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
So fucking dumb. It's such a fucking dumb, like, meme. I know I just, like, all I remember is just, I saw it at some point on, I think it was Twitter. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather, the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Wishtala?
And before using deep learning to get the Exarch to say, I've been invited to Smash. Wouldn't be surprised if someone could figure out how to do that.
It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Wishtala. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey unto Fort Job that we might secure this relic.
Okay, and these two are staying behind because they are not going that way. 15 AI. And if I remember correctly, isn't that... Yeah, I believe that is like the heavily, highly advanced, is it like text to or like voice AI that has like so many goddamn characters that people have made. I know I've at least seen a lot of people do it with like TF2 characters, like where they basically like make weird dialogue things. That thing is pretty interesting and pretty damn advanced as well.
I confess, a great deal of my time in Colizia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmari, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Colizia.
There are so many ruins scattered throughout Amharine. I'm honestly not even sure where to start.
Safe travels, Shauna. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Wishtala.
Off to Fort Job. Speak with Uraji, and then we'll probably just go ahead and end the stream there. And hopefully we can get some more progress on Wednesday. It's nice that I can now finally actually fly in Ilmeg as well. An attempt to make a deep learning network that can learn to imitate voices with very little voice data. Yeah, I didn't know it was like with very little voice data, but I do know that it is like pretty damn good at actually making, like, imitating the voices. It isn't like 100% perfect, but it is pretty damn good at like basically allowing you to take any of the voices on that page and just make them, like, make that character say whatever you want.
Then Cred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were works of art, I'm told.
I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Yulmaran soldiers return. Even with their limited numbers, the guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field. Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick.
Okay. I actually think of not using that headgear coffer on myself, because after all, in around 2,700,000-ish XP, or 700,000 XP-ish, I'll reach level 90, and then I'm not gonna be playing like this character on stream anymore, basically, or at least not doing the MSQs. So let's just use it on Summoner, I guess. That should be an upgrade. Very minor one, but it is an upgrade. As this here. Or this close to level 90, yep. And there's Chun Chun again. Yeah, since I'm basically really close to getting to level 90, on Ninja I've basically leveled up Summoner so that I can play on that throughout the rest of the MSQs. Since no reason to play a level 90 character when I'm getting like 200,000 XP per quest. Because that is just like absolute waste of XP, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll just use it then on Summoner or something else. Do have several options for classes, but I kind of like playing Summoner, to be honest. Plus it also at the same time just levels up Scholar, which I might not play. But still, it's one more class just taken care of, I guess. Level 90 Summoner is fun, but apparently underpowered. I guess, maybe? From what I've seen, though, it seems like Summoner is extremely simple now, compared to before Endwalker. Because, yeah, now it's literally just the whole, like, Bahamut phase, then Lego phase, then apparently once you get high enough level, Phoenix phase, then Lego phase, and then you repeat. And then you just make sure to, like, use your energy drain or energy siphon, Bester or pain flare, and then that's basically it. It's so simple compared to like many of the other DPS classes. And I kind of like it because it's like, yeah, use Bahamut, get 3 Legos, then use Phoenix, get 3 Legos. Like, it's so simple, and it's like, as you can see, I have quite a bit of space left on my action bars or hotbars for like abilities. So I've literally like made like macros for basically changing which carbuncle I summon. So I can basically be like, oh, I want the ruby one. Actually, I want the topaz one instead. Or, actually I kind of want the emerald one instead. Which for some reason is just straight up blue, which how is this emerald? When I hear the word emerald, I think green. Why the fuck is this thing blue? Why is it blue? And it's 1 Lego, more Lego, older Lego, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember something about Lego not having a, like the plural of Lego is just Lego. But I think people just, for some reason, say Legos, because that's the logical thing to say. Instead of just, oh, I have 5 Lego. I don't know. It just sounds more correct to just say Legos, but apparently that's not the right way to do it. But, yeah. Anyway, turn off that stuff, and better let it go. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I should remember to also switch scene. Okay, let's see. Switch. Who could I potentially raid? I have a few options. Who to go with? You? Let's see. You usually stream for? Yeah, that's usually around 4 to 6 hours. Seems so. Although that is on Fridays and Saturdays. Let's see. I usually stream for around 2 to 3, I think, on weekdays. So, you know what? Let's go with that. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and raid Minasea. I believe they are a Danish VTuber, I think. I believe they're in the Danish VTuber thing, or not? Nope, not on the Discord. Are they on Twitter? I seem to remember seeing them on, like, one of the Danish VTuber thingies. Yeah. Let's say, yeah. They are indeed Danish. They are currently playing Hatsune Miku, Project Diva Mega Mix Plus. So yeah, guess we'll just go ahead and rate them, and yeah, I should be back on Wednesday with another 3-hour stream of 4 Shadowbringers. This time fully focused on the MSQ though, since I don't need to deal with any sort of weird side stuff. Although technically I could wait to do the Dome and Enclave stuff, and I completely forgot about the fact that I'd added the fart sound effects. But yeah, I'm basically thinking I could possibly do the Dome and Enclave stuff and the custom delivery, since that is available on Wednesday. It shouldn't take too much time. So, and I think it might be better to just do it Wednesday instead of on like Friday and Saturday where it's longer streams. But thank you for the stream, thank you for the show, and welcome both of you. Thanks for dropping by. But yeah, I guess we'll see what I'll do at least on Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. So yeah. Anyway, gonna go ahead and end the stream now, and we're just gonna raid Minasea. So yeah, make sure to behave over there, and yeah, see you guys next time.